It's time to start thinking about your classes for next year in 8th grade. It's course card time. We'll be selecting your classes for the upcoming school year. Please read through this presentation carefully and completely fill out the electronic course card linked below. When you click on the link below, you can make a copy of the card and then you can save it in your Google Drive. We'll also have a hard copy for you when we talk to you, your counselors talk to you during science classes this week. Use this presentation, the 7th grade course card, and course descriptions as your planning tools. You will not turn in the course card. All resources will be linked in the small newsletter sent out this week. After you complete your course card, then add your classes to HACC. We will talk more about this later. Make sure you review the middle school academic guide before you begin. It contains course descriptions, pathways, scheduling information, and more. Course selection information. All the information, like I mentioned, that you'll need for course selection for next year is linked in the SMORE newsletter. On this newsletter, there are several sections you need to be mindful of. You can see a picture on this presentation of the top of the newsletter, but there are more sections below, like the timeline for course selections, resources necessary for middle school, some middle school curriculum information, application and audition information, and much more. We will be adding to this newsletter throughout the next couple of months with information you need for registration for next year. You will select your classes and then enter them in HACC at home with your parents. You do not need to turn in the course card. The email address or the link to the SMORE newsletter is listed here as well. Let's begin with the required core courses. Reminder, for many courses, you will select the level of the course, on level or advanced. For example, ILA 8 or ILA 8 Advanced. Students are encouraged to challenge themselves by taking advanced courses, but should expect the course to move at a faster pace and go in depth on specific topics of study. Here's a screenshot here of the required courses from the course card. You will need to choose on level or advanced for ILA, science, and math. If you plan to take Algebra 1 advanced, you'll need to notice the prerequisites, meaning the classes you would have needed to take before the algebra course. All 7th graders will take an algebra readiness test in the spring to see if you qualify for algebra. More information will be sent out to parents after the test is taken. This is nothing you need to study for. At this time, you'll select the course you think you need to be in math for next year. However, we'll revisit this when we get the recommended classes after you take the test in the spring. Parents and students watch for more information regarding this after the testing. If you are in GT, you can write this next to ILA on your course card as you use as a worksheet. However, in HACC, we will add that at the district level after we're done with registration. So you will not be able to pick GT-ILA in your HACC. If you take geometry, same thing. You can write this on your paper. We will add that in for you later. It's not a choice for 8th graders on HACC at this time. U.S. history is already selected for you. So on your paper, you can select the classes you want to take. It'll make it much easier when you add your classes on HACC. Another note on Algebra 1. Algebra 1 is advanced. Algebra 1 Advanced is a high school level course and may only be dropped at the first 6 weeks or at the end of the first semester after grades are posted. So if you get into this class and it's overwhelming to you, there are certain times of the first semester you can drop it. This is an exception to the high school drop policy and only in effect for the Algebra 1 Advanced taken at the middle school level. Semester grades for this course will be posted on the high school transcript and used for GPA calculation. To enroll in Algebra 1 Advanced, the student must either successfully complete Math 7 Advanced. Students will also take an algebra readiness test in the spring, like I mentioned before, and this will assist in determining if the student is ready to take Algebra 1 Advanced. or complete Math 7 and a score of 80% or higher on the 8th grade math exam for acceleration. Please reach out to your counselor if you are in this situation and have questions. Students will also take the algebra readiness test in the spring, which will assist in determining if the student is ready. So 2 scenarios: Math 7 advanced could go on into algebra. Math 7 on level could take a test from Math 8 to see if they qualify for algebra. Again, reach out to your counselor if you have questions. Let's review the elective section. In 8th grade, physical education is not a requirement, so you will see that it's listed here on the elective choices. We asked students to rank their first 5 choices of the following on the schedule card. Your schedule will reflect 3 elective choices. So choice 1, 2, and 3 are the classes you want the most, and choice 4 or 5 are the classes that you'd be okay with taking if 1, 2, or 3 didn't work out. There are several classes in 8th grade that require an application or an audition, and more information will be about that later in the presentation. Signing up for electives, there's a few things to remember. Remember, you number your electives from 1 to 5, with 1 being the class you want the most. If you take Algebra 1, Geometry, Spanish 1, or Spanish 2, those classes are for high school credit and will count in your GPA. Health is also a high school credit and counts in your GPA. In middle school, we have the students take LeadWorthy in first semester and Health in second semester. So Health is high school credit, but LeadWorthy is not high school credit. If you're planning to sign up for off-campus PE, please make a note on your card in the elective section. Parents need to complete the application on the Frisco ISD website. Once the district notifies the counselors about students who are accepted into off-campus PE, student schedules will be updated. So sometimes students will pick a PE type class as one of their choices, and if they are accepted into off-campus PE, the counselor can just switch those out. Partners PE, students can sign up for this class in HACC, but it is not on the district course card. So you'll notice it's in HACC, but not on the card you use as your planning tool. There's an application for this course. Computer science, engineering, design and implementation, and digital graphics and animation are classes offered in 7th and 8th grade. So they're offered to the students in 7th and 8th grade, but you can only take this class one time in middle school. So once in 7th or once in 8th. So remember that when you're signing up for your classes. Signing up for electives, some more information: theater production, yearbook, broadcast, partners PE, and aid positions, for example, office aide, library aide, and band aide, require an application. Watch your email and the SMORE newsletter for more information. There is a section on the SMORE newsletter that has all the information we have up to now for applications and auditions. This newsletter is live, so we can add more information as we go along. But if we see you have signed up for a class and haven't submitted the application, we can send you a reminder letting you know where the application is. Directors would tell counselors which band, choir, and orchestra class to place you in. If you are staying in this class, make sure it's one of your top 3 choices. Make sure to follow the sequence of classes. If we're in Art 1 in 6th grade, Art 2 in 7th grade, then you should sign up for Art 3 for 8th grade. If you didn't take Art till 7th grade, you took Art 1 in 7th grade, then you sign up for Art 2 in 8th grade. Like I said before, you're not required to take a PE class in 8th grade if you have already taken 2 years in middle school. But this could be part of your elective choices. Student and Band-Aid applications and application classes should not be your 4th and 5th choice. So if you really want one of those classes you have to apply for, make them your 1st, 2nd, or 3rd choice, and then make the 4th or 5th choice something you'd be okay with if you don't make it into one of those classes. Please choose carefully when making your course selections. You need to commit to these courses for a full school year. Remember to choose 4 electives or 5 electives. 2 will be your classes you want, and the others will be your alternates. There's a video linked in the newsletter to guide you through the process on HACC. When you get into home access, after you have finished your filling out your worksheet, your course card, you'll go to classes, and then there's a tab, 3 tabs: coursework, schedule, and request. And request is where you're going to put your classes in for next year. The counselors will be able to help you along the way with this process. Important, while every effort will be made to schedule students into elective courses of their choosing, students are not guaranteed enrollment in elective courses. Enrollment numbers and master scheduling conflicts can result in students having to be registered for another or for an alternative elective choice. High school credit courses, GPA. The grades for these courses will be posted on the high school transcript and will be calculated into your GPA. Schedule changes or drops. Spanish 1 health, Spanish 2 also, and Algebra 1 are high school level courses and will follow the high school drop policy. Students may drop these courses after the first 6 weeks or at the end of the first semester after grades are posted. The high school academic guide is listed on the Frisco ISD website. It's also linked in this presentation. But on the Frisco ISD website, if you search course catalog or academic guide, this will get you to the middle school and high school guides and course cards. Instruction to support future academic success. Students identified as needing additional math or reading instruction will be placed into a lab class that provides additional instruction. A lab class will take the place of an elective course. Some campuses offer co-teach classes and are on regular on-level classrooms in math and ILA. Texas Administrative Code requires remediation for any student who fails to demonstrate satisfactory performance on any section of the state assessments or the STAR. In addition, students who narrowly meet state assessment passing standards may be included in this remediation. Later in the school year, parents will receive information if a student's recommended for a lab class, and at that time we can make that change. When you click on the link to the middle school course card, you'll see on the back there's information there. We would like for parents and students to read the back of this. However, there's not any requirement to turn in this paper, but it's information about the catalog, algebra enrollment, advanced and high school level courses, instruction to support future academic success, and then some information about schedule changes and electives. If you have any questions, you need to contact your middle school counselor. On the SMORE newsletter at the very top, there is a link to a form where you can ask questions. Parents and students can fill this out. And there's also that same link at the bottom at the end of the newsletter. All classes need to be entered into HACC by January 26th. So you still have a little bit of time. We're just starting January. You have till January 26th. The counselors will be looking to see who has their classes in HACC and who have not entered their classes in HACC. And if you haven't, we may be touching base with you later in January to help you get those finished. Again, if you have any questions, continue referring back to that SMORE newsletter, and we will help you out along the way. Thank you so much. Have a great day.